Hello everyone, Uranten here, and this time I'm back with another Saints video, another road match video, and this time I will be blind predicting who will win the road match in Saints and Vybes. I will be basically going down and deciding how high of a chance everyone has, just based off of what I've heard, and what I've seen, and what their names are, consistency and a bunch of other factors, and that will basically let me decide who I think will be the winners of the road match from those who I anticipate being entered in, and I'll go from there. So we're gonna start by going through the ones we know for a fact should be in the competition, and those are the bands. And I'm going to start with the newer bands first and work my way up. So we have to start with the newest band. That would be the Upset Squad. And Upset Squad, I honestly do not have a high rating on. I do not see them winning the road match. I do not see them having a good chance of winning the road match. I'd have to give them maybe an E. Like, they're really low on it, and I haven't heard much of anything from them at all that's like any chance that stand out. I haven't seen anything that's like, oh yeah, they got something big happening. And their music is normally consistently good, so it's not like consistency is hurting them. It's just that it's consistently good, but it hasn't been like cowbell levels for a little bit. So I'm hoping that they can get back to that level, and that would give them a legitimate shot at the road match. But as it currently stands, Upset Squad, I think if I have to give them a letter grade, I'm giving them a D in chance of actual winning the road match. It's low. It's not a good. I don't see it happening. ASAP Band. No, ASAP Band was a surprise of last year. Come out, the rum song was good. The rum song do a lot of damage. That deal was playing. That played almost as much, if not more than Everybody Got a Road, no, which is impressive. If you get more than, honestly, what Grandmaster's songs was playing, that was impressive. That was very impressive. So ASAP Band, I have to say, I don't know if they're going to win, but I think they are the first ones I will put in the category of, and let me make it very clear how I'm going to categorize. There's going to be like from, I'm not going to go to F or anything like that. I'm going to go from D to A. And A being that I believe you have a legitimately extremely good shot at winning, like you're always going to have a really good shot at winning. B being that you have a decent shot at winning. C being that I don't think you're going to win, but maybe. D being that, yeah, I don't see it happening, but you never know, because again, this is a blind prediction. So with ASAP Band, I'm gonna put them in the B tier. Like, they have a very decent shot at winning, and here's why I put them in the B tier. Drop It, that chant is gaining so much momentum. They dropped that track, they put good music to it, good verses and everything to it. You're on the right track. It's already catching on by a load, like that alone. Cool. And then you also have momentum from last year, where y'all were one of the contenders for the top, for being on top. Definitely. ASAP Band is one to watch for. They don't, I put them in the B category, B tier, but trust me. Don't be surprised if they end up winning. They're up there. Okay, so now we're gonna go to last year's road match champions, the Kollision Band, who won with an undeserving song. They should not have had it, but you know, it is what it is. People feel like they deserve it because they get it for so long, and I'm sorry, that's not how this works. They didn't deserve it last year. But this year, I'm going to say something that might shock people, but I'm actually putting Kollision in the A rank. Here's why. Kollision's chants this year are good. Like, they're really good. And the thing about this, Kollision knows how to put songs together. Their chants are good, And when they know how to put the verse and everything together. Kollision is very, very good at what they do. You got to give Jackie jacket sometimes, and right now, that momentum that they got from a road match they didn't deserve is apparently carrying them all the way. Because those chants that I've been hearing, okay, Kollision, okay, I see you. Collision's in the A category. They have a very good chance of winning. I legitimately believe that Kollision could repeat this year. And I'll say this again, I don't want them to win. I don't like how boasting they be. I do not like that at all. They're becoming they're the new school, new vibes. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. No, so this is my blind reaction. The first part of this is going to be my blind reaction, and I can basically lie on who I want to win after everything, but yeah. So, yeah, Kollision in the 80, they have momentum. They sound good so far. Again, nobody released yet at the time of this recording, so who knows if they're gonna even release in time, but the chants sound good. Okay, now we go to the big bands, as they want to call it, or the original 3 big bands, the oldest bands in the country. And we're going to go to, I know I've script Excess, but I haven't heard anything about Excess. Excess would also be in the D category with Upset Squad, unfortunately. We have to go to now the New Vybes Band International, and all I have to say here with New Vybes is I haven't heard anything from them. You can't count them out, but if I'm being honest, I haven't heard any chants from New Vybes at all. Nothing has spoken to me, nothing has come to me. I haven't heard anything to grapevines. Normally something here, I'm on social media often. I'm literally following everybody on Instagram. I see what people posting. Mention hasn't posted anything. There's nothing really on Facebook that I've seen either ways. I haven't seen anything, no chance, no nothing. Occasionally the plot, and I probably need to listen to the cause I think one of them put up the Juve from St. Peter's. Maybe I'm gonna hear something then, but I haven't listened to that yet. Haven't watched that video. Maybe I'm gonna hear something like, ooh, you guys got something. But as of right now, I haven't heard anything from them. Nothing to the grapevines until this, so I'm going to have to put New Vybes in the C category. I don't see them winning, but you never know. They might have something I may not hear, but you never know. And they do have a decent chance of winning because they are a big band. They can get the momentum. They have all of that. It's just I ain't hear nothing from them, so I cannot put them in B. I cannot put them in A. All right, so now we move on to the Grandmasters band, my favorite band. And we're going to also just hit up right away. Grandmasters is the most consistent band in St. Kitts. It's not a question. It's not a debate. Grandmasters is by far the most consistent band. They have not. Let me just spell this out for you. Grandmasters has either been in the top 2 or in pretty much has been in consideration for the road match title every single year that we have had Carnival and a road match competition since 2006 or 2007. Whichever year was Boom Bam Bam, ever since that year, Grandmasters has been in contention as one of the top 2 or top 3 contenders for the road match title. And I mean that in that, or they're not a distant third or anything, or distant second or anything. They're the top 2. It's either them or somebody else who's gonna win. Almost every year is like, oh, is that the Grandmasters? Small Axe. Grandmasters, New Vybes. Grandmasters, another band. That's who you think it's supposed to win. So I'm gonna tell you straight up, Grandmasters going in the A category because they are consistent beyond all imagination. They're also going in the A category because they also have chants that sound really good. That bounce chant that Smiley got, nice. That is sexy. That is good. And then you also have the chant that is getting played outside of St. Kitts. The Shake It to the Max remix. If they put that into a full song, I'm sorry, it's a monster. And I don't mean that to say that, oh, that's gonna be my favorite song, because I doubt it's gonna be my favorite song. However, the popularity the chant alone has in the outside place, and you have to consider that outside DJs will be coming in on Juve, will be playing for some of the Juve troops, there's a very good chance they're going to be mashing that and the full song for it when it comes out. So, yeah, not to be that one, but Masters has, I have to give them, they have the highest chance of winning just because of the current momentum that they have. And it's insane that they have this much momentum. And it's also the fact that they are consistent. They just have the highest chance of winning right now because of that. Doesn't mean that they will. They just have an extremely high chance compared to a lot of the other bands. Then we reach to our final band, Small Axe. And I'm going to be honest, if the criteria is correct and the criteria is set up as it should be, Small Axe is in the DTO. I haven't heard anything great from Small Axe. I have seen the performance I've seen performance as of recent. I have seen a lot of the stuff that has happened. Small Axe does not have that pull. And Deli Ranks is there. Deli Ranks is always going to be a threat. Deli Ranks is always going to be able to put up music. So maybe I could give them maybe a C tier at best because of Deli, but I'll be honest. And Res, you can't underrate Res. You can't underestimate them. So maybe a C tier. I'll put them in the C tier. I can't see them winning, but you can't underestimate them fully. Because you never know when they just pull something out of the hat. But on a whole, their music has not been the top dog for a very long time. And even when they were winning the road match, it still wasn't the top dog. So you, with all this in consideration, considering how all of the DJs and such are, and if the criteria is correct, I don't see Small Axe winning, but you never know. And then we have one person that we're going to also include into this, who's not a member of a band. We're going to go with Mr. Akayu Sweet. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. You remember how I was just saying Grandmasters would shake it to the max? And how outside all the DJs and all them stuff there? Yeah, there's one person that nullifies that advantage from Grandmasters. It's the person the DJs are going to push. And that would be Akai. It doesn't matter. And I'm going to say this straight up. I don't think it matters what Akai sings. Even if it's not the greatest song ever, the outside DJs are going to push it because they know Akai to that degree. They do not know the bands to that degree. They do not know your Small Axe, your New Vybes, your Masters, your Upset Squad, your ASAP band. They don't know them to that degree. But they know Akai. And they know by playing Akai, they're going to get pushed. And Akai does not produce bad music. So you have that advantage going into it. Akai has his own sound system. That's another thing on the road. He's also going to be able to compete on the same level as the bands. Akai most definitely is in the A tier. And based off of if he's in the road match competition, he will automatically, based off of the fact that they're outside judges, and based off of what I'm seeing, have the highest chance of winning. So, completely blind predictions, but here are the rankings and how I would put them into how I think it would actually fall out. Number 1, with the highest chance of winning A tier, is Akai. Number 2, with the second highest chance of winning, also A tier, Grandmaster's band. Number 3, with an extremely high chance of winning, is the Kollision band, who is also in the A tier. Then we go down to the B tier and we have ASAP band with a chant that's mashing up the place. The only reason why they're in B is because they're also not a big band, but their reputation and their growth is really, it's happening. They might be big band status before you know it, and it's looking very, very likely. So ASAP band is in that B tier with that good chant and that momentum. Right there in the C tier, you have Small Axe and New Vybes, with New Vybes higher than Small Axe. So 4th ASAP band, 5th New Vybes in the C tier. Again, I haven't heard enough for me to put them anything, but New Vybes is more consistent than Small Axe, which is why they're going to be in the C tier. However, Small Axe they put out smart music. I'm not going to front, Masquerade is very smart. So that is why they might legitimately put out something that has some kind of pride or something that make people actually want to play it. And then when you listen to it, kind of like how Shook your sneak up on people, yeah, you might have another that happening, except because of how early all the music's coming out. Watch closely. It might peak, and he's going to push it in for the Sokoman app, and if that happens, and he does manage to win, watch out. You might see something insane happen where Small Axe creeps up and takes it. And finally, you have the D tier with Upset Squad and then Excess Band. Upset Squad, again, it comes down to if they produce the quality of the music and then they push from the DJs. A lot of that is very important. I could probably put them in the C tier because I'm pretty sure they're going to have another small DJ going around playing the track and only the track, which I honestly think is genius. It's evil, but it's genius. I'm not going to front. So I don't like it, but you gotta respect it because, hey, if I hitting them judging points on other people, on all the other DJs hitting it because they play one song, hey, I gotta win and you don't you can do about it, hey. So you have to consider if they do that again, then yeah, they have a very good shot. Then there's Excess Band, which I don't even think they had a band on the road last year. I hope they have a band on the road this year. They're a band, so maybe yeah. So there you have it. Those are my predictions as to how who I think is going to win the road match. Now, who do you think I want to win the road match? Why do you think I want to win the road match? I'll give you 5 seconds. Okay, let's actually get into who I want to win the road match. My A-tier picks for wanting to win the road match are the New Vybes Band International and Grandmaster's Band. Either one of these two winning will make me extremely happy. In the B tier, I will put Upset Squad, A-Set Band. I don't mind any of these two winning. I could even put Excess Band in there. I don't mind any of them winning. They haven't gotten it ever, and I feel like they kind of deserve it to some degree if they put out the music for it, and I would like that. Okay, cool. In the D tier is going to be Kollision and Small Axe. Yes, D. I also put Akai in here too. Me want Akai winning. It sounds bad, but I feel like if Akai wins, it's going to not be a good thing. If he deserves to win, cool, but I feel like if Akai win, I'm afraid for what the future of Singles Road match is going to look like. Because I'm afraid he's going to just basically end up dominating every year, even when he doesn't deserve it, and we're going to enter another era of, oh boy, here comes Small Axe 2.0, and it's scary. That's the only reason why I'm afraid of him winning. The only reason I don't want him to win is because I'm afraid he's going to win every single year the moment he gets it once. And that is terrifying. That is legitimately terrifying. But the reason why I'm putting Small Axe in here, Small Axe were in the 2010s and basically killed our road match with their shenanigans. Kollision is too boasting. I don't want them to win again. I don't want them to win 2 in a row. Chubby needs an attitude check. He needs an attitude adjustment. I can't. Me don't like it. Can't stand it. It upsets my soul. Enough people I just talk to who are a little too closely integrated to this. Too much ego. I don't even understand how you got ego like that. I don't understand how you're so entitled at this point. So, yeah, that's my thing. That's my personal view. And I'll tell you straight up. As soon as mentioned, yeah, when he going straight back in this year because he also has an ego like that. But he's been humble for 20 years straight. So maybe he deserves a break now, Maybe. So yeah, that's my personal rankings of who I would like to win the road match. The next time I can bring up a road match is after everybody done drop. So sometime in November, we're gonna come and I'm gonna tell you who I believe should be road match, which songs I believe should be in contention if the one I support to win does not win, and pretty much go down the list as to my favorites. We're gonna do that in the middle of November, because by the time the song them done soaking in and everything good, and all the band them done drop by the 31st. All them gonna drop Halloween. All them gonna drop on the 31st. All them gonna drop at the same time. Because, and I think it should be because they're gonna be a party, and so I want to see how they're gonna do. Halloween this time I supposed to have a party on it. I want to see what I gonna go walk down. Or you're gonna try to drop it and all anything, but yeah, that's what I want to see. Anyway, thank you all so very much for watching, for listening, for me basically going for like a 20-minute whole predictions thing and going to my reasoning for it. But thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all for the actual real predictions that are blind when I don't hear the music. Alright? Alright.